know me's, and welcome back to my channel. Happy WIP Wednesday. I hope you are doing fantastic today, and I am so happy to see you. If it's your first time here, welcome to our cozy little corner of YouTube. I hope that you feel comfy and cozy here and that you pull up a seat and you hang out with us for a little bit. Maybe you work on a project. If you're working on a project while you watch this video, let me know down in the comments, what are you working on today? And if it's not your first time here, welcome back, my know me. I am so happy to see you. Mwah! I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope your families are doing well, and I hope you are doing well. So today is WIP Wednesday, and on WIP Wednesday we come on here and we talk about what are we working on. And if you don't know what WIP stands for, it stands for Work in Progress. So today I'm going to show you some of my work in progresses, and I would love to hear about yours. I started my very first shawl, so I'm pretty stoked about this. This is the Kaleidoscope shawl, and it is a Red Heart or Yarnspirations pattern. And there is a tutorial by Marley Bird here on YouTube, so I will link her in the description box. I will link her video tutorial. I am so excited about this, and I just love working on this and seeing the colors work up. I'm finally getting to really put one of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful balls of yarn to good use. So this is a discontinued yarn, unfortunately, but it is the Katarina Aztec Blanket, and it is a Yarn Bee yarn. There it goes. And it is 90% acrylic and 10% nylon. It is a 3-weight yarn, and there are 295 yards in this skein ball. It's kind of more of a ball. And when I was watching the tutorial by Marley Bird, she actually mentioned if you're working with one of these types of balls that you should not try to center pull because they aren't designed to be center pulled. She was working with, I think, Red Heart Unforgettable. I can't remember, but I think it was Red Heart Unforgettable. And her skein looks a lot like this one. And I was like, that's actually such a good advice to me, because I've tried, I got these in the Hobby Lobby clearance last year, and I tried caking one up that was kind of falling apart because several of them were like really falling apart. This is the nicest, neatest one, and it is beautiful. Like, I'm just like, oh, look at that eye candy. Look at those colors. But most of them were like really falling apart because these layers of yarn can just kind of fall off, you know, and people are abusive to the yarn in the store and they just throw it around, I guess. And so I was trying to cake it up, but I was trying to cake it up from a center pull because I always use center pulls. I really like my center pull on yarn. But it does not work if you do that with this. It gets tangled so bad. So I have like a halfway halfway wound up cake of yarn for one of these, a different colorway, and the other half is like a tangled mess that I need to sit down and sort through, or hopefully maybe my hubby will do it for me. Maybe while he's like watching something. But yeah, so I'm playing with this beautiful yarn, and it is so fun watching it work up because look at the color gradient. I want to make sure that it's not too blown up for you guys with the lighting. Is that not so gorgeous? So like every round that I do, or every row that I do, it just kind of is slightly changing color, so it just makes it really exciting as you go. So I'm having a blast with that, but I did put this on the back burner. And if you didn't see my community tab, I will tell you why here in just a second. Just take another moment because I literally can't. I can't even. It is so pretty. I'm so excited about it. And I'm really, really enjoying the Kaleidoscope shawl pattern. It is, at least in the picture for the pattern, they wear it as more of like a front scarf, like one of those, you know, kind of it's not like a cowl. Is it a cowl? Would it be considered a cowl? I don't know, but you like wrap it around at the back instead and have like the bulk of it like triangular. Yeah, like a triangular scarf. I think that's probably what it would be considered. And it goes, they wear it down over their chest. And it looks gorgeous. So I'm so excited to watch that yarn work up. I think it is the perfect use for a yarn like that. I haven't made a shawl before. I mostly make amigurumi, so most of that type of stuff is like uncharted territory for me, and I'm like really enjoying this shawl, and I'm like, I see why people make shawls now, because this is fun. Another little WIP that I have, it's not really a big WIP, but I do have a little pocket gnome partially assembled. I made another beard design when I was writing the tutorial, or writing the written pattern for that, because some feedback I had received from people doing the video pattern was that they had trouble with the beard, so I was like, okay, we'll have 2 beard options. And then, of course, you know, you can do any beard you want if you want to do just the loose yarn beard or whatever. But I wanted to have a second option that maybe was a little bit easier to do, or a little easier to understand. So I made a second beard option, and that's what that is. And it basically looks the same as the other one. It's a little bit bigger, I think, but it's just going to go up under the hat, so you're not going to see the top part of it anyways. And I think it turned out pretty good. So those are my 2 WIPs, and then I just set everything aside. Well, they're the 2 WIPs that I currently was working on like yesterday. I have a lot of WIPs. We won't talk about all my WIPs, okay? You know, I come back to them. I circle round. But my husband sent me a really excited voice message with an idea that he had for a gnome. And it's a Valentine's Day gnome, and it was for a Cupid gnome. So here is, I wrote down, I listened to his message back a few times and made sure to write down all of his little points of things he specifically envisioned in this gnome. All right. He wants it to be, or this is his vision, his idea. He didn't be like, okay, I want it to be like this, make this. He was just like, oh my gosh, I have this idea. It would be the coolest Valentine's Day gnome. It was really cute. All right, so skin tone, except for a diaper, like portion that would be white. And he explained it as just like a chunk of the bottom being white and then going up into skin tone. But I actually am trying to make it a little bit more diaper shaped, which I will show you in just a moment. He envisioned a blonde beard, which I am now, like, when I'm adding my vision onto this, and picturing it to be a curly beard, because Cupid usually has curly, like, golden hair. So I'm probably going to do a curly beard. A pink hat. He was very specific about this hat. A pink hat with a red heart on the brim off to the side, like on the right or the left, and a plushy heart hanging from the tip of the hat. And so I did ask him, did you want like a hat that kind of, you know, slouches over and then has the plushy heart hanging? Or did you want it to stick straight up and then have the plushy heart? I imagined he meant hanging like off to the side, and he did clarify that. Angel wings on the back, a bow in one hand, and an arrow with a heart-shaped tip in the other hand. So this is what my husband sent to me. So excited, 1 week before Valentine's Day. Like, I have less than a week now. I'm 1 day short of a week now before Valentine's Day. And on Friday, you guys know that I have a game that I'm super excited to be getting. So I got my work cut out for me on this one. So I was like, all right, guys, I'm putting everything else to the side. Everything else is like not as time sensitive as getting this done for him for Valentine's Day, because it'll be fun for us, for the channel, and, you know, just to make. And then also I would like to be able to give it to him on Valentine's Day, or very close to Valentine's Day, because I think that would be super cool. So here is what I came up with as my concept. So once again, as always, disregard the extremely bad drawing skills. There, I think tipping it like this, but you can still get the concept of what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to do little kind of cutouts where this is skin toned and then it switches to the white and then skin toned, and this will be white and then this will all be skin toned. And he mentioned yesterday about possibly putting a belly button on. I was like, I could totally put a belly button on. That'd be really cute. I was like, it'll probably be obscured by beard, but I can still put it there and it'll be cute. And then the bow and arrow, I am thinking will probably be a crafty venture more so than a crochet venture. These will probably be something that we make, because they're probably going to be pretty small. But I think that, you know, this is all things that I've done before, or not too far out from things I've done before. So I think it's totally doable. And I started working on it yesterday. I will not show it to you guys yet. I'm just working. I just have a little bit of the base done, because it will be part of Gnome of the Month. So you guys will have to wait until Gnome of the Month to see how the Cupid Gnome comes out. But I will keep you guys updated on if I get it done in time. And I will probably try to work on other things a little bit to share with you guys. But I do already have Friday's make done. So Friday, just so you guys remember, giving you a little reminder, because I know a lot of people keep being like, I forgot, Community Spotlight is Friday. Reminder. So you can send me your emails anytime, right now. Do it right now if you have your stuff ready so that you don't forget. And you are obviously welcome to share or not share if you don't want to. But if you would like to participate, my email is in the description box below, and it is novagnomecreations@gmail.com. You can send me any and all of your makes. I have no limit on that. I'm not like, you can only send me one, or you can only send me two, or whatever. You can send me however many things you want. And you can let me know what name you would like me to share, and if you have any other information that you'd like to share, like patterns or yarns or blurbs, whatever you want to say. If it's a lot to say, I don't necessarily promise that it will all be in the video, but like if you give me like a whole bunch of pattern details or yarn details, I usually say, oh, it's in the pinned comment or it's in the description box, and I will copy and paste it in there in case anyone is interested. And if I get pattern details or yarn details, by the way, guys, it is always either in a pinned comment or the description. If I get it in my email, I do make sure to pass that information on to you guys. So if you see something that you think is cool looking, and you email me and you're like, hey, what is this? I don't know. I don't know. And also I get a lot of like emails and stuff. Most of the time, by the time you message me, I don't even, like, I would have to go back and watch my own video to try to figure out which one you're talking about and try to figure out who sent it in and if I have their email still in here and all of that. So I'm sorry, guys, if I don't include the pattern details or the yarn details. You are free to comment that, comment asking, because whoever sent it in can see your comments and possibly respond to them. But if you email me or something like that asking me, I don't know. I know just as much as you do with the video. So, but regardless, a little bit of a tangent, just a little bit of a disclaimer. But yeah, feel free to send in your stuff. And you can also feel free to send in gnomes if you want to. But on the last Saturday of the month, we do Gnome of the Month. So you can send in any of your gnomey makes for Gnome of the Month. If you're sending in things for Community Spotlight, make sure you put Community Spotlight as the subject line of your email. And if you're sending in things for Gnome of the Month, make sure you put Gnome of the Month as your subject line in your email. But like I said, you're totally welcome to double dip, and we can share gnomes throughout the month and then also put them all together for our Gnomey parade of goodness, Gnomey goodness at the end of the month. I am super excited to see what you guys are coming up with. I'm wondering if anybody's going to be doing any Valentine's Day themed stuff. Like I said, I've got my Friday make ready, and Friday is going to be FO Friday, so Finished Object Friday. And then also Community Spotlight, so, you know, the montage of all of the community's goodness. Everybody loves to see your makes, so if you're feeling a little bit not sure about sharing, please don't feel like that. Like if you want to share at all, if you have any desire to do it, go for it, because you're gonna get like so surprised and so like overwhelmed by the positive feedback that you get in the comments. People really, really like to see what you are working on. Yeah, so I've been working on my plans for this coming week. I'm going to try to get as organized as I possibly can so that I can divide my time well between playing my new game and doing crocheting and channel stuff. So I have a busy day ahead of me. I have made a list where I'm like working out the days and figuring out what I'm doing and like getting all ahead of schedule as much as I can. And then tomorrow is luck of the draw. So I hope you guys are excited to see my first luck of the draw freeform crochet. I am so excited to show you guys that tomorrow. When it came out last week and we found out our color, because it's like every Thursday, Nan's Next Knots channel, which I will link down in the description box below, she draws a color or draws a number for luck of the draw, and then you look at your little like list of numbers and colors that you've picked for the number, and then you do that color. Well, when I got my color, I worked it up that day, and I was like, I want to show this to you guys so much, and then I have to wait a whole week. So I am super, super stoked to be able to share that with you guys tomorrow. Oh, by the way, this hat, if anyone was wondering, it is not something I have a pattern for. I got this at Goodwill when I was visiting Michigan in October, and I paid like $3 for it. Isn't it so cute? Pretty sure it's knitted. Pretty sure these are like purl stitches. I don't know much about knitting, but I'm pretty sure these are purl stitches. What do you guys think? You don't really have to tell me if it's not that big of a deal, but I just wanted to let you know in case anybody was like, oh, that hat's cute. I was like, $3? You can't even buy that yarn for $3. So I thought it was cute. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. You've made it halfway through the week, so you just have to coast the rest of the way down that hill. You've done the climb. You're at the summit of the mountain, and now you can just woo your way down into the weekend. I hope that you are having a great week, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.